In this video, Alan will take us through printing between locations with CirrusPrint.
This is our CirrusPrint server administration interface. You can see we've got status, configuration, and so on. You can set up what's called site users, which can be users that can administer the entire site, or users that can only administer a single company within the site. It is multi-tenant. We call those companies, and you can see we've got 2 companies involved in this demo machine of the demo site over here. One called Bedrock, one called Demo. Within each company, we have locations. These are actual locations where clients reside, and the clients, again, they run on Windows or Linux, or there's that special browser-based location client as well. In this example, we've got 2 system clients running, Fred and Wilma. These are different machines out there somewhere. We also have output devices at each of those locations. Here's Fred's output devices, and here's Wilma's output devices. Let's take a quick look here at what's happening with Wilma's output devices. She's got a file output that actually goes to a desktop folder for her, and she's got a printer output device that goes to a printer named Wilma Printer on her machine. Now Fred's got a similar here. He's got a printer called Fred Printer and a file transfer that goes to a desktop folder on his system. Then this gets put together with input sources. You can see we've got actually 4 input sources, each targeting one of those devices. And here's something that's new in version 3 is the input sources can be hosted by the remote location. They don't just have to be on the server. So let's take a look here. We've got a input source. It's a network input source, port 10,000 at Fred's location. And it's going to send its output to the Wilma printer at the other location. So I should be able to pull up these 2 examples here. I hope you can see this all right, not too confusing. So here's Wilma's machine, Wilma's printer, and I've got a printer called Wilma Printer on Fred's machine. We take a quick look here at the printer properties. I'll show you there's a port on here. This port was actually created by CirrusPrint. You can see it's called CP30C, default Fred, Wilma Printer. I look at that, there's port 10,000. So there's a CirrusPrint client listening on port 10,000 on Fred's machine. And recall that port 10,000 targets Wilma's printer. So if I go to printer properties here, I'll just do a quick test print. That went over to Wilma's printer. So this is an example of how you can print in one location. As far as your users are concerned, that's what you're doing. You just printed to a printer here, but it actually landed physically on another location's printer. And you can do the same thing with files. Let's go ahead and close down these things here. I'll open up this desktop location called Transfers on Fred's system, and I'm going to open up documents on Wilma's system. I'm going to just go ahead and select all these, and there's a folder called To Fred. So let's jump back here right quick, and I'll show you that input source. So Wilma to Fred transfer. You can see this is hosted on Wilma's machine. There's a folder on her desktop called To Fred, and its target is Fred's desktop transfers folder. So back to these guys, I'm just going to copy Actually, I'm going to move, I'm going to copy to Fred. And here they are on Fred's desktop. So files can go back and forth, drag and drop. Programs can do this sort of any way you want to manage it. And CirrusPrint's handling all that transport. And we're not using RDP, we're not using anything like that. We're going through that HTTPS transport via that CirrusPrint server, all configured through this interface here.
To learn more about CirrusPrint and how to get 2 free licenses, contact sales by email, sales@synergeticdata.com, or phone 800-446-7374.